Hi Leo, this is your reading for the week of March 16th, or when you hear it and it resonates. And of course it won't be for every Leo. But Leo, what I'm feeling as I'm starting to read your cards is I'm feeling a certain kind of lightness coming up under what feels like this layer of fatigue. And when I say layer of fatigue, it's almost, I don't know if you've ever experienced using weighted blankets to help you go to sleep. And they can be really lovely in terms of calming the nervous system. But when you're not using them to sleep, they're really heavy to carry around. And that's the feeling, is that you've been carrying something that is just a little bit, I won't even say a little bit, because for some of you it's been very heavy, but that has carried a very heavy energy and has really kind of lowered your sense of your energy levels. Now, part of it is because the nature of what you're carrying, but some of it is just the duration of what you're carrying, that it's been a while and you're kind of done with feeling like you have the energy to really be motivated to change things or do anything about this situation. And that's important. This is the piece Spirit wants to address right now. So the image that I first saw for you was a stoplight. Red, yellow, green, or whatever order they're in. The yellow light was showing. And as I was asking what that was, it turned into red. So what I'm getting with this is and then they showed me you at a crossroads. So you're coming up to a crossroad. You've got the yellow light, you're slowing down. And that's what I'm being told, is you're slowing down now, and soon it's going to be time for you to come to a stop. Now, don't panic. The coming to a stop is a rest point. It's a rest point so you can look around. You're literally at four corners. So you can, there's another one. It's more than a four corner because there's another road over there. So you're going to come to a position where you can stop and you can take stock of where you are. Orient yourself in all the different directions of what's possible for you. And by staying aware of where you are and what you're feeling as you stop, it's going to give you the opportunity to really feel more deeply what's important to you. Because it's not just about what's important to you according to how you've been managing situations. This is you actually being able to get to a much deeper sense of, what do I need to help myself here? And am I allowed and able to help myself first? What is that old belief system or attitude or belief I have about myself that is getting in the way of me being able to really take care of myself within a context of perhaps taking care of other people or taking care of situations? So Leo, what I'm just hearing is it's not noble to suffer, and that what you're being told, my dears, is this: we all are responsible for helping to create the structures that we are living in. You've got the structure card here, and the structure card is saying, okay, when a support turns into a cage, be grateful, because it means that you've come to the edge of your personality and what your personality has constructed for you, has allowed to be constructed, because we're always co-partners in creating whatever structure we're in. And now it's time for you to say, okay, if this structure is not suiting me, what can I do? Where can I look at this structure and see, where am I draining energy? These are the things. As you're looking at your structure that has become a cage, what they're saying is, look for these things. Look at where you are draining energy. Is it through action? Is it through thought? Is it through over-caring of somebody else at your own expense, physically or emotionally or financially? Is it at your own expense emotionally? Are you resisting doing what you were doing? Because if you're resisting it, then that creates extra fatigue, extra anxiety, and it's really difficult in that resistant state to feel like you've got motivation from the universe or energy from the universe, or even people around you, to really be able to move forward. So it's like, okay, where is the resistance in this situation? And just asking that question can change a lot of perceptions around what's possible and what's not possible. Okay? So if you think about it in terms of flow or resistance, even when we're working hard or doing things that actually takes energy from us, I think I like the phrase in which we expend energy, because nobody's taking it. We are expending it. When we look at the areas where we are expending energy, it gives us the opportunity to really experiment with doing things differently. When we can identify those areas that are putting us into restriction instead of flow, it uses up far more energy than it needs to. And usually there's an emotion associated with it that's really uncomfortable that we might not want to look at. But when we're when we are in flow, what happens is, even though we may be expending the energy to do this thing, because we're not emotionally resisting it, there's a whole other layer of energy that does not get used, that does not get blocked. And so there is that sense of flow. There is that sense of movement. And in that sense, that's also where we're going to naturally start hearing our intuition and being in touch with our higher selves first. It's very hard to do that until we actually move into that place of knowing that we have not just the opportunity, but the right to take care of ourselves. Because if we're not taking care of ourselves, that's a big message to the universe. That's a big message to our higher selves that we're not as important as anybody else. And that, for me, is a trigger to likely an old wound, usually an old childhood wound. So you're being told, my lovely Leos, this is the time, slowing down, soon coming to a stop, to get your bearings. Allow yourself to experiment with thinking about things differently, with running with different options. Even if they sound crazy, just play with them. Really stay in touch with what you're feeling. Notice what you're feeling. Name it, breathe it, experience it, and see what it is. And this definitely is a time for you to slow down. Oh man, I just feel like I want to go poof and push everything else away and create space around me right now as I say that. And just, oh my gosh, it's just like, please give me some silence. But the silence from my own thoughts, silence and peace, just to kind of let my body go into that neutral healing state of just non-doing, non-thinking, non-resistance. Okay? Leo, I feel like this is an important time for you. And if you are part of the collective that has experienced situations that have been really straining you and overwhelming you, this really feels like this is Spirit saying, yeah, it's time. It's time, my darlings. It's time for you to reassess those old beliefs that have somehow led you to believe you didn't deserve as much care and love as the people you're giving care and love to. Because you do deserve it. Okay? You take care, my Leos. Bye.